Hi guys, this is Malucha, and welcome back to Dauntless. It's Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, October the 10th, and we have another update, of course. So, yeah, kind of want to bring you through it like we're gonna try to do every week. So, let's get right into it. As we know, next week we're gonna have the Dark Harvest Festival. So, really kind of excited for that, and a lot of people are actually contemplating if we're gonna get a certain type of bat or a kind of dragon as a new behemoth. A lot of people saying like farm up those Arcanites because it's gonna get new gear in play. Yeah, really looking forward to that. A lot of people are wondering what it all is gonna bring. But yeah, for today we have the patch release OB 0.5.8. So let's see those notes. Quality of life, so perfect. They found a bunch of bugs and they kind of fixed it or added. Well, yeah, like quality of life, what it means, making our life more enjoyable. So added mouse and gamepad sensitivity options, more dots, really good. If for the people, I kind of find the repeaters to be in a good position, but I can expect some people kind of want to have it slower or faster when they aim at certain items or certain parts of the body. Fix the bug that causes Slayers to be able to customize the repeaters in the ship. Really good, because, well, yeah, if you're against Firebrand, you want to use the Frost, right? So you gotta need to fix it in the ship. Repeaters will now stay firmly affixed to the Slayers' bodies in Ramsgate. Okay, visual bug. That's like one of the least interesting ones, but yeah, it was a bug and they fixed it. Fix the bug that could prevent players with high ping from unsheathing or attacking, just hanging out. Yeah, really good change. Like not being able. I think with the chain blades, I think the last 2 weeks now since we had 2 weeks now that some players were unable to unsheath or attack. I think they fixed that already. Not sure if I actually saw that in patch notes. They do still give off like a texture bug sometimes where they kind of take up your entire screen and go black. But yeah, if you equip and unequip, it basically goes away. Repeaters equipped with a ballistic chamber can now interrupt behemoths if the player has weighted strike 6. I saw this today on the Shroud fight. Basically, the bubble was live and he was coming straight for us, and the player just shot him in the face with rockets, and he went down on the floor. It was hilarious. It's really nice to see. Slightly extended the range and greatly extended the height for the repeaters. Empowered reload, making it easier to work around vertical limitations. Oh, okay, so there were some angles you couldn't actually empower your reload. That's actually good that they actually haven't. I noticed that like some humans, even today, if you stand in front of their face, you're not empowering it, but if you stand at the legs, you are empowering it, meaning that it doesn't maybe register the face, or maybe it's kind of like this, like the range and greatly extend the height for the repeaters. So yeah, might be a fix for that. Slayers can now rebind controls related to the repeaters without interfering with other controls. Perfect. I kind of had all my my usables, as I kind of call them, the jump backwards or the pull in with the chain blades or the God Hand beam. I had it all. Well, basically, it was the weapon utility was always on the same button, but the guns actually gave me the Q option instead of the regular button that I'm using. So being able to switch that out is gonna greatly increase my fun of playing, because I wasn't really. I use the arrows. I'm a noob, yeah, but I still use the arrows and the numpad, and basically it's on a numpad, and yeah, always having to reach for the Q to actually use that increased speed was kind of well, I didn't always use it. Like, what else? Repeaters players will no longer be able to break out of frozen status by holding down the primary attack button. Kind of wasn't frozen as far as I know this week. But yeah, being able to unglitch yourself is not how it's supposed to be, right? The naming scheme for repeater parts has been changed to exclude parenthetical names advanced. Not really sure what they mean with that. Walking into Behemoth will no longer trigger a landing roll animation. Ah, okay, yeah, the landing roll. So if you were too close to a Behemoth and you basically pushed forward, walking into him, you would do a landing roll, making you unable to attack. Slayers are now able to use communication wheel while the repeaters are unholstered. I have think I've never used the communication wheel. Fixed the bug that caused armors to sort alphabetically instead of by power. Perfect. This is actually really, really good. Because the last, I think, a week, 2 weeks, not really sure, I think week. Basically, when you wanted to re-equip or add certain parts into your build, basically everything was mixed up. Like I said, they were alphabetically. But as we know, there are certain sets that kind of look like, well, they basically look alike. It's not that they they just look alike. So I was getting my gloves level 4 instead of my level 10 constantly. So this should fix it, always on top now. What else? Fix the bug that caused, no, fix the bug that caused slayers to load into a dark city and or hunt, see other slayers without their armor, or experience latency when on hunts in ram gates. Okay, so I have seen slayers without their armor, kind of sexy. And, well, I haven't seen Dark City. I guess we're gonna see that one next week. And then last one, repeaters have undergone an audio mix pass to normalize and balance volume levels, as all things should be. So for some people, I think they were a little too loud. I kind of, well, I played today with them, and honestly, I can't really... I should listen more carefully. Like, I'm always or talking or listening, watching a series on my other screen while playing. So usually all the audio doesn't really come through all that clear for me. But yeah, if they've gone and undergo an audio mix pass to normalize, that's a good thing. So yeah, those were the quality of life changes for this week. Next week we're gonna have a pretty big event, but I actually have something else to talk about today. I kind of want to talk about the importance of med cells. Like, I think a lot of people still overlooking the fact that having at least, well, I've done some runs and some tests with a nice dude that actually wanted to help me, and well, he kind of we kind of agreed that like level 4 is where you actually at least wanna be. But yeah, level 3 is also fine, like 1 cell at least, and it's not really that hard to implement, as you can put, like, I've put med 3 in my lantern, and then I'm using the shroud braces, med 1 for the rage as well, and then I just put in a level 2 to get the 6 total. But yeah, even a level 3, it's well, basically it's you want to get to the point where if you revive somebody else, and, well, you're playing it in a group, of course. Revive somebody else, you don't want to revive him with too low health. Because then basically, if he cannot consume his life tonic, or he cannot get out of the way fast enough because of stamina or something, he's gonna take another hit, and it's gonna be a one-shot. And that's something you kind of want to prevent in the Maelstrom, especially on Maelstrom HQ. I've seen a couple people this week, and I'm glad that they picked me up. They actually want to do the effort to pick people up, but yeah, they're picking me up with so little health that if the behemoth makes a turn, I'm basically down on the floor again, and that's wasted percentage in your damage meter. So yeah, I kind of did some tests. We kind of did, I think it's 3 or 4 runs. We did, first run is with 0 and 1, where I have 0 med cells in me, and he's using only level 1 meds. The second run is then, of course, I'm using level 2 med cells, and then he's using level 3s, and so on and so on. The fourth one is 4 and 5, and then the last one, I kind of use my regular set I'm using right now. My Prisma Grace, the most, I find the most fun exotic in this game, and the most useful one, actually, especially for group play. And he's using Med 6 just to show you what the amount of healing that you get is, and the actual bonus for the level 6. So yeah, gonna take you through some clips, and then, well, basically you can see that the difference in how much you actually get in your gear is actually quite significant. Going in knowing we had to die a lot and revive a lot. Here's the couple revives we did. As you can see, the first revive you do basically grants a whole big chunk, but then the second revive here with no medic cells, really big chunk. He's basically a one hit if he gets hit. Here, another first revive, giving me the big chunk, but then on the second revive, he's actually using med cell 1 here, which should grant 5% increase, but I'm getting a whole big bar. Here using med cell level 2, so basically 2 points in it, granting 10% increased health. Then the med cell 3 granting 20% increased health. Med cell 4 20% but with 66% increased speed, and the increased speed is really important. Med cell 5 almost a full bar, and again the 66% speed. And then here at the end we're using med cell 6s and me with prismatic rays activating on my death as I revive somebody, granting me and the other one complete health. So really the best revive tool in the game. Again, when I revive him, you can see a whole big chunk, and I'm basically giving me the 300 Aether shield of HP on top of it. I really want to thank Natniak for helping me out doing this video. It was interesting. So as you could see, getting that slight difference in med cell 3 between 3 and 4, especially from level 3, I think it is, level 4. Yeah, it's level 4. You get the 66% increased speed, and that's like really a lifesaver. That difference in how much it takes to revive somebody and the actual amount you actually revive him is, well, Ragnak Nyok. I hope I really pronounced it correctly. He was really correct when he said like the best level to be at is at level 4. So yeah, that was kind of my perspective on how important actual med cells are, especially later on, and especially because, well, if they're gonna bring in new behemoths, I can only imagine that they're gonna be tougher and tougher. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.